Things are getting wild in the wild Western Conference.
Yeah!
Wild West. Kevin Durant, Bruce Brown clash as the Rockets take on the Nuggets on the road. They met on Monday night. Very good game. Denver won in overtime.
I don't think you want to get that 7-foot monster, man.
Easy money, sniper. He's rolling. Ahmed Thompson with the steal. And then Reed Shepherd. We saw him at Chaser to set a career high. This is what he can do.
Ooh,
hey,
no dip.
You know it's going to be a scary night when Reed Shepherd outscores Nikola Jokic.
Ooh-wee. And then you got easy money sniper.
Balling.
Shepherd is balling, man.
He picks up the technical.
For what?
Pat Tim Hardaway Jr. on the back.
Come on, man.
Said, hey, nice try with the defense there.
Yeah, the bar for technicals is so different for different teams, huh? It's for patting somebody in the back?
It's called feel for the game. Or lack of.
David Adelman not happy with that call right there. He gets run.
Hey, man.
Thank God they held him back, though. Reed Shepherd looking like Mark Price.
I'm telling you, man.
I like that call.
Wow.
Mark Price. Wow. Blast from the pass.
Come on,
Mark
man.
Price.
Somebody guard that man. What you
That's
doing?
Kevin Durant. That's Kevin Durant.
And he's showboating.
Oh, he's out
31
there
points tonight.
talking.
5 of 6 from the three-point line. 10 of 11 from the free throw line.
KD.
And that is a message sent by the Houston Rockets, 115, the one-on-one. And this may be a matchup when we get into the playoffs in the Western Conference. Denver second in the conference. Houston right there at third place. Mully, that's a bad man.
No, amazing. He's what, eighth all-time
Eighth
scoring?
all-time.
Getting ready to pass Wilt Chamberlain very soon.
And Dirk Nowitzki.
Average 27, one of the most consistent scorers of all time. Efficiency numbers off the charts. Why would you talk to him?
I don't know.
What are you doing?
Doesn't make sense.
Especially coming off of an injury. I mean, KD's been sitting and watching off his injury, watching his team go out there and battle. Reed Shepherd has gotten better in that time, really solidified his spot right now as a guy coming off the bench as a scorer. But, man, that man is a bad man. That's a lot of points, man. That's a lot of points. His influence on the Houston Rockets as a team so far this season, you can see it in their efficiency numbers. Number 1 in the NBA in three-point percentage. I mean, that's what KD's whole game is. It's all about efficiency. And even the way he works and he trains, man, I know he has an effect on all these young guys.
But, I was going to say, these young guys, all of a sudden, we talk about integrating the young guys here. Reed Shepherd's a second-year player. Not only is the Houston Rockets integrating him, but he's inserting himself. There's no doubt he's worked in the offseason. He's playing great basketball. Yep. And to me, look, you play to your strengths and stay away from your weaknesses. And then let the chips fall where they may. So that guy, Reed Shepherd, man, he stepped up. Because they lost Van Fleet. Yep. Everyone thought they were in trouble at the point guard spot. He said, don't worry about it. I got this.
I got 28 points off the bench. 6 of 9 from the three-point line. 6 assists. Alperen Sengun just 8 points tonight. 6 rebounds, 4 assists.
He said, I got this.
Houston won that game going away. But speaking of games, we always love when Dillon the Villain's in town because it's always about the game within the game.
Who was the villain today?
Well, the villain was Connor Gillespie. Draymond Green with a nice block shot right there. Lets him know about it. Gillespie's having a very good season for the Phoenix Suns. Clean block right there by Draymond Green. Lets him know about it.
Is that what he said?
Good to paraphrase.
Hey, Gillespie not taking that, though.
Then Draymond Green lets him know about it more. Almost above the neck right there. He gets a technical, and then he gets run out of the basketball game. Tough scene right there with about 10:38.
What did he say right there? I can't read lips, Monte. What does he say?
I don't know.
Excuse me, Mr. Referee. What did I do wrong?
Mr. Referee, can you please take back that call? Mr. Referee, wasn't that malicious?
Wow. If he said that, why didn't the referee take the technical back?
Maybe there's a few choice words. But you had Dillon Brooks earlier in the game. Jimmy Butler threw a basketball at him. The Phoenix Suns were irate because nothing happened there. Referee called a delay game. Later on, Dillon Brooks and GP2 are getting into it on the free throw line, bustling each other up, boxing out. So there was some bad blood from what happened on Thursday night.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you play a team back-to-back, Phoenix Suns are going to be physical. They have incredible athletes across the floor. Gillespie's another guy who comes in the floor. He plays with incredible intensity. Playing the same team back-to-back is going to, it's that playoff feeling, right? You can start getting familiar, and sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. This game was really about the team that was going to keep their composure and get their composure at the end of the game the quickest. And I thought the Warriors found a way, even with Draymond's ejection, still found a way to find some life. And other guys came in the game. They moved the ball well, 29 assists. That's always a good indicator for the way the Warriors are playing Warriors-style basketball. But, yeah, just tempers flaring a little bit, the game within the game.
2 texts for Draymond on that play. Steve Kerr with a tech as well, as he was looking to get, I don't know if he was looking to get run, but he was hot as well.
Well, and as soon as Draymond was ejected, Festa said the energy and life came from Will Richard. I mean, guy came in there and played an incredible game. But after the Phoenix game, I think Phoenix felt like they let that lead slip away. They kind of got away with one. The Warriors obviously coming in desperate. They weren't too happy about that call at the end of the game. So, yeah, when you play a team within 48 hours, a lot of those emotions carry over. Ironically, pregame, everyone's talking about Dillon Brooks because the prior two games with the Lakers, he had an incident with LeBron and obviously with Steph in the corner three where he hit him in the chest there. So all the talk was of Dillon Brooks, and then, we got Draymond Green show.
The game.
Not the podcast.
Not the podcast. Not the podcast. But I can't wait to hear about this on the podcast. Hopefully sometime early next week.
Within the game.
The game within the game. Within the game.
Oh, the game within the game. I just want to talk about the game. Forget all the other stuff, Fezzi Pal. Oh, but when you talk about Will Richard, he took advantage of his opportunity to play. Because who knows how many minutes you would have saw if Draymond Green was playing and whether or not J.K. was going to be in the lineup. But he was out tonight due to general illness. So Will Richard takes full advantage, 19 minutes, 20 points. At one point, he was 5 of 5 from the floor, 3 from the three-point line. This rookie, Mully, he doesn't look like a rookie. He comes in ready to play, looks like a vet. And I have a feeling that Steve Kerr is going to say, you know what? I can't afford to have this young man out of the rotation anymore.
I mean, tremendous awareness, confident. I think he understands who he is as a player. He understands where he fits on this ball club, the 5 guys that he's playing with. He understands where to, situate himself offensively. Played nearly a perfect game. He really did. And had rebounds, 20 points in 19 minutes. And they really needed that. I mean, because they were down 12-14. You have Draymond's ejection. You don't know how that's going to go. Steve peels him off the bench and just inserted it. Not just the points. I think the energy and just making the right plays. It kind of situated everybody else. That's what they've been looking for, a player to connect that second unit. And Will Richard stepped up and did that tonight.
As a young guy, when you come into the game, your job is to figure out where you fit in because you're playing around other all-stars, you're playing other veterans. And Will Richard has found himself on the short end of the stick because he's got a couple DNPs just off of the strength of being a rookie. This is Steve Kerr's words, not mine. And he came into the game tonight, gets his opportunity because Draymond is out, and he does not let go. The whole time he has pressure on their necks the whole time. Offensive rebounding, hitting open shots. All those things are things that the Warriors were looking for tonight. And that's what they need every night. They need those role players to hit shots because if he does that, then the floor is open for Jimmy and Steph to operate. So I thought Will Richard just made his impact felt on the floor. And that's why Steve just left him there. He had to be in the game at the end because not only is he doing it offensively, defensively he's also doing a great job of chasing the other team around.
Yeah, I don't think you can underestimate making shots. At one point, it's 5 for 5. That throw ahead. That was a pretty quick catch and shoot. The fact that it goes in looks pretty good.
No
Makes
doubt.
everyone looks good, right? So he goes 5 for 5, and making shots is the key.
All right, let's hear from Steve Kerr as the Warriors snapped their 3-game losing streak.
Obviously, that first quarter was not ideal for you guys, especially defensively. Obviously, Draymond gets thrown out, so things could obviously change no matter what. What changed for your guys to play the defense that they did down, for the rest of the game?
Yeah, the game settled down for us, after the first quarter. I mean, they came out, lights out, shooting. We made a few mistakes and, gave them, some open looks. And then we buckled down defensively. The middle quarters were fantastic defense. And then, they broke free a little bit at the end, but we were able to hold them off.
Steve, you talked a lot this year about the importance of crashing, about being active on the boards. The bench had 12 offensive rebounds alone, and I think it was a team 26 second-chance points. Do you feel like you guys have really made progress or improvement in that aspect of the game?
We have, yeah. The last few weeks we've made good progress in terms of, getting our offensive rebounds going, the crashing, which helps the transition defense, and then, tonight was really fun to watch Gary and Guy. And, Guy doesn't play the first 3 quarters and then has a great 6 minutes. He's a perfect bench guy. He brings energy, makes big plays. And obviously Will, putting him back in the rotation, wonderful to see him play the way he did. He was fantastic.
I was going to ask, what did you think of Trace Jackson-Davis's performance?
Trace did a good job. He's played really well the last couple of weeks. Just defensively, he's a force out there. And I just thought the whole bench really came in, did a great job.
Steve, obviously at this stage, any win feels good, but winning a clutch game, is that a little bit more satisfying because you guys have struggled in those games?
Yeah, for sure. We've lost a bunch of close games. Some of them, the breaks haven't gone our way. The other night, the air ball from Brooks goes off the side of the backboard, and tough call. And one in Philly, same thing, air ball, last shot, offensive rebound. So we've had some bad luck, but we know we have to execute better down the stretch too. Tonight we didn't execute well, especially defensively. We gave up some open looks, and the 3-point play by Book, with about a minute to go is we can't do that. We can't have a full court press on and let them break free and go right to the rim. So we have a lot to look at and learn from.
Steve, Steph actually just acknowledged that he gets nervous when he needs 2 free throws late in a game like that. And so he smiles and mentally enjoys the moment and just tries to relax. Maybe is that it? Can he be an example for everybody if even Steph gets nervous?
Everybody gets nervous. If you don't get nervous, then there's something wrong. That's when it's time to retire. And so that's a big part of it for every player is, learning how to control the nerves under pressure, be mindful and take a deep breath. And Steph's as good as anybody at that, obviously.
What did you think of the Draymond ejection, and how did you?
I thought it was weak. He was yelling at the refs, so he definitely deserved one. But then, he's walking to the bench and he yells something, and the second technical. We just saw a guy on their team literally punch Steph in the stomach and the other night, and premeditated, punches him in the stomach, no ejection for that. And then, 2 nights later, the refs got upset with, some words from Draymond. I totally disagreed, and that's why I got my check, because I was furious that they booted him out just like that so easily.
You mentioned it within there. How upset were you guys the other night with that Brooks foul?
Yeah. How can you not be upset? This is a guy who broke Gary's elbow in the playoffs, clotheslining him with one of the dirtiest plays I've ever seen. So it's not like there's not a track record there. And it's right there. They look at it. I don't know what the point of replay is if you're not going to kick a guy out for literally punching somebody. It's bizarre to me that he was not, first of all, ejected from that game and then suspended or fined. Nothing. So apparently you are now allowed, this is my take, you are now allowed to premeditate a punch of any shooter who's left, defenseless. You can now take a swing at him and know you're just going to get a flagrant one. So I don't know, maybe we'll do that. But probably not.
Steve Kerr not holding back on Dillon Brooks in case you missed it Thursday night. Here's what happened with about 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Warriors are down 5, 96-91. Steph Curry attempts a 3. He misses. But Dillon Brooks on the follow-through, I don't know if it was a punch, but he got him in the chest. Here it is right here. You could
the first
make
swipe.
a judgment. First swipe, he missed it. And then right there.
You could definitely see what he's talking about.
Know what he's talking about there. And Dillon Brooks did not get ejected. Steph Curry gets 2 free throws. And then Jimmy Butler makes a 3.
They had to go look at it to find out. He did it right in front of the guy.
No doubt.
That's a foul. Then you go look, it's a flagrant. Easily could have been ejected, right? And somehow he stayed in the game. But as far as track records, Dillon and Draymond have pretty good track records. So from the ref standpoint, if you threw both of them, you're okay. And that play there, and I don't know exactly how it went down. It seemed to me like the first tech was when he pushed Gillespie. That was one. Isn't that a tech?
So what?
When he came back to Gillespie, yeah.
That was, and then the second tech was him yelling at the I think, right? So it was 2 different incidences.
I'm sure we'll get some clarification after the game from the
But didn't it look like that, though?
I thought it was that. I thought it was a flagrant at first, and it was just assessed as 2 technical fouls.
Look, he's got to pull up for his play. I get that. But, to me, if I'm a ref and I throw both of them out, I'm in good shape from a track record standpoint.
No doubt. No doubt.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, both ways. You have Dillon Brooks on one end, and he's that guy for the Phoenix Suns, and he's going to be that vocal or physical or borderline dirty player. You have Draymond Green on this end, and if you're playing against him, you're saying the same thing. So these are both conversations to be had. But I think Dillon Brooks is doing exactly what he's supposed to do. He's doing all the talking, and he's backing it up on the court.
We mentioned it, though, Thursday night. That was not a smart play by Dillon Brooks.
Well, we mentioned pregame about all the all-time agitators. And it's one thing to be an agitator, but if you get thrown out of the game, you're not helping your team. You can't help from the parking lot.
Dillon Brooks
no matter who you are.
He got ejected last Sunday against LeBron, no doubt about that. So 2 games in a row, Dillon Brooks has that happen. And then Draymond Green, of course, tonight against Gillespie. But, hey, the Warriors will take the win. They'll be back on the floor Monday. We got some highlights as well